So in this video, I'm going to be talking about religion, and I'm not going to be bashing on it because I I used to be a follower of a religion, and I respect people's beliefs. But I just want to share my thoughts on, why it is that I'm not religious, because if I feel like it's I really feel this is important because I personally feel like if people just looked at information differently, that their lives could be a lot less stressful. So with religion, I can make it very simple. It doesn't have to be complicated. Um, take a Bible, for instance. In a Bible, you have information on a religion, for instance, Christianity, how things started, who was responsible for certain actions, and how you should behave or live your life to live up to what this belief system puts on the table and lays out in the way that it describes it. Okay. I always used to wonder why people was able to take a book and trust so much in this book. Now I know people might have experiences, but I'll get to that another time, in another video. I'm just going to stick with the religion for right now. Simply put, well, for me at least, if you passed me a note, let's say I was in class, and you passed me a note saying he said, she said, ... There's no way for me to know that that's actually the case. I can just take your word for it. Or if it sounds legit enough, I might have just accepted it as so. When in reality, you could be lying. Now, I'm not calling those who were responsible for writing things like the Bible liars, but I'm just saying that I don't know. I have no way to prove what is and what isn't. To me, it's just X. It's a variable, something that I don't know yet or may never know. And I like the idea of peace and kindness, but when it comes to something that can change the way that you live your whole life, I just feel like people let their guards down too easily when it comes to information. Because if you know the way that people process information, you can then work around those patterns. You can then work with those patterns in a way that, if you wanted to, I'm not saying that this is the case, but just to throw out an idea and how I could be possibly right. I've lost my train of thought. I think that's as basic as it gets. To me, there's no way to know for sure anything. And it doesn't just stop there with religion for me. It goes with everything else. With accepting that you're actually you, whoever your name is, and that you're actually where you are, and that everything that you sense is as is, when you don't really know that for sure. You can never, with me, the reason why I see so many things and just label it as X in my head is because I don't know for sure. And I don't feel like it's just lack of faith. I feel like I just see information as information and nothing but that. Now, of course, people might say, why live your life processing things as just information? Then what's the point of living? Because how can you have fun? How can you play video games? If you play video games, you might break it down like, I have this object in my hand, and using this object, I interact with this blah, 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 and make it all scientific, right? Keep in mind, I'm not all, you know, oh, the universe this, and I know that, and I'm a know-it-all, and I'm not bashing on scientists when I say that. I'm just saying that I'm not a know-it-all, and I don't label myself as anything. I just feel like I try to see things not for what they are, because it comes back to you don't know what they are. I feel like people just accept things too easily for them to live life without all of this stress. I feel like if you, without even opening a book or a Bible, just knowing that it's information in there and that there's no way for you to prove without believing it and just accepting it, just taking the risk. That's how I see it, a risk. Because my time on this earth, to me, is precious. What if I'm here to do something that's very important? I don't want to spend my time doing something that could possibly be leading me in the wrong direction. Or not in the wrong direction, because maybe you can do what you want and there is no wrong direction.